Welcome to Racism Part 2. When I left off, I talked about if you don't address racism, you can't fix it. And that video is like 14 minutes long. So this one's probably going to be either a little shorter or a little longer. And I apologize profusely to first my 97 followers if you're still here, because I haven't checked you today. But if you're still here, I apologize profusely for these videos. If they are offensive to you, again, like I said, I don't care who you vote for. That does not affect our friendship. It may make me question your morals, but it's not going to make me not like you because, hey, if anything, if I'm questioning your morals, you're damn sure questioning mine. As I said in the other video, I voted for Hillary twice because a lot of the way that Obama got in was he got the black vote, you know, and that's the thing. A lot of black people just felt obligated to vote Obama in, but so did a lot of Asians, so did a lot of white people. It's like, well, the only thing he can do is become a one-term president, and they set that goal out to do that. Granted, the American people were like, no, fuck that, dude. We're going to keep this guy in. And that's how Obama got in there, you know. And I voted for Obama the second time because it was either him or whoever the hell else he was running on the Republican side. I've never voted Republican. So, there you go. Now, a lot of people don't like the Democratic vote. A lot of people don't like how the Democrats work. So let me explain how this all works out before we get back into racism. All right, see, when your pockets are elevated, those are the people you like. When your pockets are not elevated, those are the people you don't like. All right? So let me be completely fair and biased here. When Obama was in office, my pockets did not elevate. All right? And in fact, I lost my fucking job. But I can't blame Obama for that. The company that I was with had to find a legal loophole to fire somebody who always comes to work. You can't fire a worker who comes to work and doesn't call in sick and shows up on time, first on time and always the last to leave, even stays extra if necessary. So how do you fire someone like me? Easy. You find a legal loophole and then you throw my ass through it. The fact that I brown nose but I don't kiss ass didn't really help. I gotta think. I was bullied in high school for racism, for being short, for not being attractive enough to get girlfriends. You name it, I was probably bullied for it. And the first thing I told myself when I got the fuck out of high school is that the next person that ever bullies me, I'm just gonna kick their ass. So that's worked out for me so far because people stopped bullying me after I started telling people, you know what, I don't have to take that shit. And I don't. So, when Hillary went against Obama, I went for Hillary. So Obama won. So I didn't really have a choice but to vote for him because they were biting for the jockeying position. And so I really wanted Hillary in there because I love the woman. I had mad respect for her because she put through some shit with Bill. And which, by the way, in case y'all forgot, Bill Clinton was actually the first black president. Go Bill. So when it came back around to Obama, the second vote, I didn't have a one job. So I voted for Obama, and not too long after that, my ass was in the military. So, and he was doing really good things for soldiers when people weren't getting in his way. Alright? So, it wasn't that I didn't like Obama. It's just that I wanted Hillary. You have that choice when you go to vote. And I don't have the right to judge you for who you choose to vote for. Even if you vote for the red-headed step troll in charge who is a blatant fucking racist. Yes, right? I said it, he's a blatant fucking racist. I will explain that as we go on. Now, when it got down to Biden versus Warren, I wanted Warren so bad because I'm part Native American. I probably have more Native American blood in me than she does, but I wanted someone, for the first time in history, to be part Native American in the office. So the things that have been happening like Standing Rock and things that have been happening with treaties and reservations not being able to get money and poor Native Americans starving and not getting food and not getting teachers, and then worse than that, their kids getting taken from decent homes or not so decent homes and put out of the reservation so that they'll wind up like me and have no knowledge of their culture. I wanted that shit to stop. With Warren in there, Native Americans probably could have came to her and got a little bit more stuff done. That was my hope. However, Biden won, so in November, I'll be voting for Biden. Alright? I can't sway your votes. That's not why I'm here. I'm just giving you my opinion. Alright? So, now back on this racist thing. If you are going to vote for the red-headed step troll in charge who is a blatant racist, I will point you in the directions you need to know so that if you don't agree with me being a racist. So, We'll go to the more recent events last. Let's go back to when I first found out. In 1993, I graduated from high school. By the end of 1993, he was attacking Native Americans about casinos and casino rights because he had a casino, and Native American casinos was making more money than him. So he went against everything that he could to stop them from doing that. Do I sound like a racist so far? No. I sound like a person who's trying to lead you into the truth, and you can Google that crap, and you can find it here on YouTube, and I also made a video about that. As time went on, The Apprentice was a good show. He fired more white people than black people because I think it made him have a better outlook for people. And here's the thing. I'm gonna describe it all in one word: placation. We have to placate to the people because when you placate to people, you make nice. When you make nice to people, you try to keep everybody happy. Henceforth, placation. Go Google the word. So, if you watched how many times Kwame and Omarosa dodged the bullet, which also explains why Omarosa got the job at the White House until she found out that he was a blatant fucking racist. It just wasn't the time at the time until the time came. Because everybody has secrets that bust out at the wrong time. Alright? We all do. My secret? I enjoy cosplay. In fact, I enjoy cosplay so much, I've been on a roll making these Scarlet Spider videos. But that's not relevant to this video. Alright? I got more secrets, My crush Zizi. I'm praying every night that God brings her my way. I have more, and she's Chinese and local, and I really, really like her. Again, not relevant to this video, but I'm moving my point on. So, as you got on, a few months before our current administration got into the White House, Native Americans asked him, "What are you going to do about Standing Rock?" And this is before Obama put the decree in to protect Standing Rock. And he honestly, blatantly, in press, and you can go find that too, I have no standing with Standing Rock. I have no business ties with those guys. I'm not going to touch Standing Rock. So that makes him not only a racist, but a blatant fucking liar. Yes, right? Like I said, I'm not racist, but I got the right to call everybody racist that are racist. And he's proven time and time again, which I'm going to get into in a minute. So, when he got in, Obama's last deed as president was to protect Standing Rock. He got in and said the pipeline won't happen under the decree of the President of the United States of America, which is the most powerful problem in the land. Or the most powerful person in the land. So Native Americans rejoice. For 24 hours, the Standing Rock Sioux Indians were happy. Excuse me. Let me say that correctly. The Standing Rock tribe of Native Americans, or indigenous people, were happy for 24 hours. But what affects one tribe affects all tribes on some level or another, because even the First Nations in Canada started having problems with their pipeline people, which was like maybe 4 or 5 months ago, because one of my friends on Facebook, who's part Native American, was keeping me informed on that. And he also went out and formed a chain with other Native Americans to try to keep a pipeline from coming through their land. Now, I don't know about Canada's Prime Minister Trudeau or whatever. I got nothing against the guy, but, we took this land from the tribal people. And granted, the tribal people are my ancestors, so I kind of can say they took the land from us. But I don't know how much Native American I got in us, but I feel more Native American than black and than white. So if that makes me biased on that, I'm sorry. But I feel more of my Native American heritage than I feel black. I don't feel black very much. I don't feel white at all, and I feel the Cherokee fire burning within every day that I take a breath. So again, granted, a lot of Native Americans have called me not pure blood. It's only 2 incidences, but that's more than enough. Where I've only had 5 white incidences, with the exception of the one guy who wouldn't stop calling me chief, but I guess it beats being called a nigger. Yes, I said the N-word. So either way, I was screwed. Now, let's move on to the final current event, which could have been about 8 months ago. No, not even that. Let's keep that shit real. It was only 3 to 4 months ago when young, very beautiful Chinese reporter asked our president about the coronavirus. And he looked her dead in the face and asked her to go ask China. Because she's Asian, he just came right out of the box. Not a censor, not a blatant thought of it. Why don't you go ask China? But y'all don't think he's racist. So let me point that out. If I would have said that shit, because I'm colored, the first thing y'all would have said was, James Williams is racist. Look at what he said to that Chinese girl. But if you come back and watch any of my videos, you will understand that I don't have the right to be a racist. Because I am Native American, I am black, and I am white. But I have every right to call out racism when I see it. When Miss Rainbird drove her damn SUV stolen RV thingamabob and 2 Labrador retrievers jumped out the car after she crashed through everything, I made a statement on that. Because I said that it made me ashamed to be Native American. But what I didn't understand was that Miss Rainbird had some mental issues and she was high as fuck. Then I made a statement about the 3 young black men who had money, who our red-headed steptroller in charge had to go over to China to bail them out because their parents are ballers and make mad money, which means they had money, but instead of buying shit from China, they decided they wanted to fucking go steal shit. Alright? So if you got money and you're going to steal shit and you're making other people of color look bad in a foreign country, you know, I think I should call you out on that. Especially because I don't have money. And how damn well if I had money, the last damn thing I'm going to do is go in a store and 5-finger discount anything. Because I have money. I'm not going to go to a foreign country and get my goddamn hand cut off because you can't just go to somebody's country and spit in their face. You can't do that shit. And if you got money, spend your fucking money. Don't be a dick about the shit. You have money. They had money. There was no excuse for that shit. But they hit a steptroller in charge, flew over there, spoke to the Chinese government. The 3 young black men came home. But you know who they'll be voting for in 2020. Anyway, moving on and getting off the red-headed steptroller in charge because I'm probably pissing off the majority of you who follow me. Because if you vote for him, hey, I have nothing against you at all. Again, you may question my morals. I'm definitely going to question yours. But that does not mean that I don't have to like you because of who you vote for. You can hate me because of who you vote for, but that just proves why you need to question your morals. No, if y'all hate me because I wanted Hillary in there, or if y'all hate me because I wanted Elizabeth Warren in there, maybe having a woman in charge might fix some shit. No, I'm not anti-woman or anti-man. I'm just saying, yo, I'm a Generation Xer. That'd be something I'd like to see before I die. A female president. I've seen it in cartoons plenty of times. Let's see, which one was it? It wasn't G.I. Joe. It wasn't Transformers. It wasn't Brave Star. It wasn't Centurions. It wasn't Mask. It wasn't any other rendition of G.I. Joe. But there was a female president in one cartoon that I watched way before they stopped showing cartoons, and you can only watch them on a Cartoon Network. But it was on Fox. There was a female president. No. And whatever cartoon that was, if somebody can figure it out, please let me know, because I can't remember it. I've had a few concussions. But, you know, there was a female president. I want to say it was Cops, but it wasn't Cops, because Bulletproof was black and he was in charge. Well, I can't find the name of that cartoon in my skull. But anyway, it was a woman president in one of the cartoons that I used to watch, like, all the fucking time. And the thing about that is, you know, she was doing a pretty good job as a president. So why can't there be a woman president? And then even in Supergirl, the TV show, they had a woman president because it was Linda freaking Carter, who was the original Wonder Woman. And she was doing pretty good as the president. Although she was alien, she was still president. So what if there's a woman president? Who cares? If she can fix the world and save the world from itself, I'm down with that. Same thing if it was a freaking alien that came from outer space and his name was John Jones and he decided, hey, I'm going to save the world, I'm going to impersonate a human, I'm going to become president, and I'm going to rule this world for 4 years at least and get everything on track. But since he can't die, he can run for president as someone else the very next 4 years. You know? He could probably run against himself because he can make 2 of him and have one be an illusion and mentally screw everybody. But anyway, that being said, you know, I will put it to you this way. You know, we all need to take a knee on racism. Racism is something that is taught. It is not something that you are born with, because if you put 10 kids of different ethnicities and different cultural backgrounds in a room, they're going to play together. If there's toys in that room, there may be some tiffs, gender-wise, because the little boy might have a cute little Pikachu, and the little girl might want him. And then there's going to be a little bit of this, and that'll probably be where it is. But it won't have nothing to do with their damn color. It'll just be, well, boys can't play with stuffed animals. To every woman who's ever told a little boy that, Pikachu, I have stuffed animals. I like stuffed animals. I live for me. Deal with it. I have a Pikachu. I have Mushu out in the goddamn shed because I don't want the kids to destroy him. I also have Alf and a gray elephant. I had to put Stay Puft up because my nieces got to fighting over him the other day. Now, this thing about racism, let me make it abundantly clear. Because it's midnight. Let me make it abundantly clear. When it comes to racism, every racist on the planet, you listen up. You listen up and you listen good. Alright? Because I'm going to say this, because it needs to be said. And I'm going to try to say this with as little cussing as possible. Light, dark. Light, dark. My true skin tone is high yellow. Golden copper. Golden copper. Alright. My hair is naturally curly. I use that hair grease called Royal Crown to keep it straight. I will be washing my hair tomorrow so that my hair can be straight. Now, again, this is to only the racist people. No one else needs to pay attention to this. If you are a racist person and you are honest about being a racist, I can respect that. Because I've been where a person who blatantly told me they was racist, and the only reason they told me I was cool was because their son was cool with me. How you guys doing? But if you are a racist and you are an undercover racist, or you are a blatant racist but you're living the life and you're right up front with that shit. Now here's the thing. Not one person of any color or any ethnicity asks to be born in the family that they're born in, or the gender that they're born in, or the country that they are born in. I was blessed to be born in America. I'm blessed to have indigenous blood. I'm blessed to be black. I'm blessed to be white. Granted, you can't see no white here, but I know that it's there. You can see Native American and black. I know that it's there, and you can see that it's there. But, you know, the one thing you can't see is my soul. And I can't see your soul or anybody else's soul until I look into your eyes or you open up your mouth. When you open up your mouth and you let the truth come out. No. I love Asian women. That's my thing. Asian women, Native American women, white women. I have nothing against black women. They just aren't for me. I'm not physically attracted to them. That's basically what that is. I might be overly attracted to Asian women and Latin women, who are basically Asian women, and a few sexy, beautiful white women. But I just like women. Period. Now, here's the one thing that I can't change. I can't change my skin color. There was a white girl that I was in love with. Really, really in love with. But she was not allowed to date black people. CS. That would be her name. Later in life, I'm kind of glad that that didn't really work out because she's posted some really questionable shit racially. I'm sorry. I'm not going to call her out. I'm just giving you her first and last initial. CS. You're not who I thought you were. You know, in school you were a lot different. Except for the fact that you couldn't date black people. And I taped an I love you message to your car window. Because I was head over heels in love with her. However, as we've gotten older, and again, I'm glad it didn't really work out, she's posted some questionable shit on Facebook and other social medias that really kind of seem kind of racist depending on where you stand. So I'm like, yeah, you know, the Lord works in mysterious ways. Yes, CS is still gorgeous, still beautiful, and I think she's happily married with her children. But she's posted some shit that's very questionable. And I pray that she's not raising her kids to be questionable so that they don't get hurt by other kids who see some of the things that she has posted. I'm not trying to get anybody fired or any of that shit. But, the problem is, here's where all humans have this one flaw that we need to fix. Even me. No matter where you are in life, no matter what your gender is, no matter what your skin tone is, you can't take any of that and change it. You can't. Okay, you can change the gender. You got $80,000 or whatever it takes for you to get a little snip and a tuck, or a unsnip and a poke out. Good for you. Knock yourself out. If you are a man trapped in a woman's body or a woman trapped in a man's body, is basically what I was going with that. So if you're one of the transgender people or in the alphabet squad or whatever, if you feel that you need to change to be happy, I'm all for that. But don't live a lie, don't mislead people, and don't get killed while doing that. But as far as your race goes, just the one thing on earth, the one thing on earth, that it doesn't matter if you're black, it doesn't matter if you're white, it doesn't matter if you're Asian, you cannot change that. I can bleach my skin till the cows come home. Is it ever going to get back up to here? Probably not. What am I supposed to do? Cry about it? I am who I am. I can't change that. I am what I am. I can't change that. Unless I was going that route. I'm not transgender. I got nothing but respect for them. But I like my best friends. My personal best friends. Nether-reaching best friends. Now, I could go around and act like I'm white all day. I can talk white and go get some white makeup and do like Eddie Murphy did and pretend to be white. It would probably also be looked upon as a shameful act because a lot of actors that did blackface are being shamed now, like the whole Jimmy Kimmel thing. And everybody's mad how we'll give Jimmy Kimmel a pass and other people a pass, but we won't give the head administration of our current president a pass. Well, here's the thing. He hasn't used the N-word on TV or in public, but he has blatantly came out and called the coronavirus the Chinese flu. Now, in case you guys forgot, in the dawn of I believe it was the end of Bush and the dawn of Obama, that we had this thing called SARS, or as my favorite female comedian of the Asian persuasion, Margaret Cho, would say, severe Asian racist syndrome. Okay? It would later be known as the swine flu. No. But it started off, I think, as the swine flu, and then it became SARS, and then it became something else. So we're kind of going through the same thing with this coronavirus. Only it's been called the Kung flu or the Chinese flu, but our leader in the government did that to make the camera brighter so I can actually see myself. Yes, I'm kind of conceited that way. But, the point being made is I don't give a damn what your race is. If you treat me right, I'm going to treat you right. But I'm going to call you on anything racist because I don't have the right to be a racist. See, being multicultural, I'm one of the only people on earth who sees the world this way. I don't have the right to be racist. See, I can walk in the both worlds. I can't really walk into the white world like talking about it. But in the Native American world and the black world, I can walk in those worlds. The same way The Rock can walk into the Samoan world and the black world. And let me defend The Rock real fast. Let me defend The Rock. Rocky, I love you, so please. I know you can relate to this because the whole John Henry thing that they don't want The Rock to do because he's not dark enough to play John Henry, when we factually have no fact on how light-skinned or dark-skinned John Henry actually was. But yet, the same people who won't let Rock play a black person are mad at Rock because his characters are always half black and half Samoan, and that he leans more to his Samoan side. Well, fuck them. I lean more to my Cherokee side. But there are no scripts for people like me. There are no scripts that goes into people who live the life where you have a white mom and a black dad. They don't make shows like that. They don't have shows where you have a black dad and a Chinese mom. They don't make shows like that. But if they did, I'd be working because that would be what they're looking for. But we don't have those guys writing those shows. We don't have guys like me writing shows for people like me. Which is why I have not been working. Which is why I've been failing for 20 fucking years come September in making films. Now, no matter who you are, and no matter what your race is, That is the one given that the good Lord has given you that you can't change and no one else can change. No one. You can change that piece of paper, because now when people are being born, now they legally can put down multicultural. But back in 1973 when I was born, or 72 when Rock was born, we're probably classified as Negroes. I know I'm classified as Negro. I don't have a copy of the Rock's birth certificate, so I don't know what he's qualified for or classified as. For the simple fact that his father was black and Canadian, his mom is Samoan. So they don't qualify as mixed on there because my Native American grandmother was chopped as mulatto because they took away our identities. So you can't change your race. You can change your name. You can change your long, luscious hair. But you can't change your race. So you need to accept that and embrace it. But let me tell you, while you're embracing that shit, embrace truth. And see, when we all take a knee to racism and we find out what it is about every race that we hate, we can fix it. But no one's trying to fix it. No one. I've had some bad white experiences. I've had some bad black experiences. I had some bad Asian experiences. But I do not hate blacks or Asians or whites because of that. I will not say I do not hate the individual that gave me those experiences, because I do hate those motherfuckers, regardless of their color. It's just that I hate those people. I'm going to give you one more video on racism, and it's just going to be little stories. So, thanks for watching. Come for having number 2. Be seeing you.